This land has always mourned. July 4th. They dressed it in stars and stripes, but we know the stitching is soaked in blood. Ours, again and again and again. They passed another bill, carved from the bones of the vulnerable to line the pockets of the gluttonous, cut the hands of those feeding the hungry, and wrote checks for cages, not care. Now they call it freedom, while building walls of containment, arming ICE like it's 1776. And we're meant to kneel while they rewrite history. We do not forget. We carry the names. We bury the lies beneath rotten soil. We birth justice through the wombs of our sorrow. Our joy is not permission. Our softness is not silence. And our mourning is not surrender. We are still here, Black, brown, Indigenous, seated in resistance, rooted in the sacred, and we will not be moved. Throughout time and into the present, we have gathered in fields, kitchens, altars, and stoops, under moonlight and porches. We have gathered in streets and classrooms, on stages and borders, in sweat, in protest. And still, after all this time, we continue to gather in breath, in blood, and in every place our people refuse to disappear. We speak the names of our dead, and we build new futures with their ashes. Today is not our celebration. It is the smoke of every stolen breath, the ashes of promises burned before they reached our mouth, the heat of mothers screaming names in the wind, and the fury of ancestors who still haunt the halls of power. It is in the quiet after gunshots and the roar beneath our silence, the cracking of bones that refuse to bow, the fire that swore they buried. Yet, we keep rising again and again in our own unique way. Here's the truth. This land was once a place of praise. The earth was our mother. Her rivers sang, her trees held ceremony, and we walked barefoot, listening. We fed, we danced, and we gave thanks. But when the ships came, when greed touched shore, when flags were stabbed into her soil like knives through a womb, the mourning began. This land has always mourned. Since the first sacred drum was silenced and the first prayer in a native tongue was punished. But here we are, those standing on land that was taken, built by those who were taken, murdered, erased, but not forgotten. We are the descendants of the stolen and the descendants of the struck down, the enslaved and the exiled, the ones they tried to bury, yet we bloomed. We live with ghost in the soil and brilliance in our bones. And we, yes, we still carry the weight. Yet we still find ways and resilience to rise. So today, I do not celebrate. We do not celebrate. We remember, we mourn, and we name what they won't. And yes, we gather, we fight, and we build altars from the rubble. We breathe life into what they tried to destroy. And yes, we still gather, we fight, we build altars from the rubble, we breathe life into what they tried to destroy. Not for their freedom, but for our future. Not to wave flags, but to light flames. Because at the end of the day, this land still bleeds, and we're the ones bold enough to tend its wounds and not look away.